I'm just taking those piece blocks and stitching them together with a background block. Very simple to do. And I'm also making, using some leader and enders. I will be making cornerstones with those to put at the corner, each corner of the quilt, and those will be combined with the borders. So I've just stitched the first 2 blocks together. Now I've already got 3 rows made because I kind of wanted to get a head start on this. I'll be making 6 rows altogether, and they will be 4 blocks across. So it's going to be a good size crib size quilt, or even a child size throw. Could even maybe fit a toddler bed. So I'm just opening those up there and pressing them to the background side because there are no seams on those background pieces. So we'll press them towards that least resistance. And then I'll just have to kind of lay them out and see where I want to put them. Like I said, they will be in a checkerboard style, but I want to make sure that I get my X's and O's going in the right direction. So as you can see there, all my X's will be going sort of in a diagonal fashion, and the same with the O's. And I'll just take those 2 that I've already stitched together, 2 sets, and sew those together to make that top row there. And now that I have that top row sewn together, I will be attaching it to the other 3 rows. And then we'll just need 2 more rows. So I'm just nesting those seams. This is a pretty easy quilt to put together. So I'll just put those together and then stitch that on, and then I will do the other 2 rows off camera, and then we'll come back and get those borders and cornerstones attached. So as you can see there, we have that quilt top put together, and now we're going to uh, get those 4 patches made for our cornerstones. Those will be on each corner, like I said, each corner of the quilt, just to give a little bit more interest. Now those are, I started with 2.5-inch squares to make those. And so they will make, when you get 4 of them stitched together, you will have a 4.5-inch square unit. And that's what my borders are going to be cut to, 4.5 inches wide. All right, so I'll just get those done, and then we'll get to the borders. Now I cut my borders 4.5 inches wide by the width of fabric. So those pieces are about 40, I think 44 inches long strips. So I cut 5 of those. I'll have some left over, but I just needed to be sure that I had enough. I'll just stitch those end to end. Now you can cut your borders on the lengthwise grain, but the way my pattern was on with my little giraffes, I needed to have them going a certain way. So I went ahead and did it that way. So I'll just go ahead and stitch a couple of those together and then put them on. Now, I just wanted to remind everyone that I did clip, and I always clip or pin my borders onto my quilt before stitching, just in case there are any beginning quilters out there. Otherwise, when you stitch that border on, it can stretch and become wavy when it's quilted. So it's not a fun thing for your quilter or for you if you're a quilter yourself to try and work that wavy border. And so that's just something to think about. Now,